how to set up the Swann Security Camera model 4580. Now in your system you should get 4 cameras, and with the cameras you also have this extension cables that allow you to run in your roof cavities or around the house. You also get the power adapter for each of the camera. Okay, on your box here, what you want to do is connect the mouse to the USB at the back here. You want to connect your network cable here, and the camera will connect it to one of this slot right here. This one here will support 8 cameras. It also have an audio input as well as an audio output in here. Here is your monitor. So we have the HDMI and VGA. So if your monitor support both HDMI and VGA, you can use either one. Here I can use VGA, so I can connect to that. And then plug in the power adapter to your DVR. And as for the camera, you want to connect. So connect these two to your extension cable. This is just the extension cable. And this small one here, you connect it to the power source. And this one goes into one of the slots right here. So you can just push it in like that. Okay, so here, as for the camera, we plug it in like that. And that will give the camera some power. And this one we connect to the box. Okay, so on the box. And continue to connect any other cameras that you have. If you have 4 or 8, then connect 04 or 08. Okay, after that, plug in the power source, and on your monitor, you should be able to see the startup wizard. Now select the language and click on next. Here it shows you some information, so just click on next, and you need to create a password. So click in here and create a password, and then confirm the password. After that, you want to go down and enter in the email address. Now this is optional, but it is best if you put in an email address so that it can be used to receive a reset code for a lost or forgotten password. Once you put in an email address, click on the next button. Now on the next screen, select your video format, resolution, time zone, date format, time format, and then click on next. Then on the NTP configuration, click on update now to update the time, and then we click on the next button here. Then click on finished, and then click on OK. Okay, so now our camera has been connected to the monitor. Next, we also need to make sure we connect the network cable to the DVR so that it can go onto the internet. So here at the back here, just connect it. Once it is connected, you should see the light start flashing. This indicates that we have successfully connected to a network and we have active internet connection. Okay, on the menu here, if you click on at the bottom, this will give you the menu. Okay, so click on setup. In here you can set up your record time, record schedule, whether it's mainstream, so low HD or high HD. So this is the low resolution, and this is the mainstream is for the higher resolution. So you can change the resolution, you can change the FPS, the codec type, the bitrate, and so on. And here you can set the schedule, the recording schedule, whether it's normal or based on detection. So you want to set it to continuous recording or recording based on detection. And this is the recording. So here you can set it to record dual stream or mainstream only, or basically this one here allow you to record mainstream or dual stream. Okay, so then you got capture, that's for the photos capture. Here we can configure the network. So we've got network, port configuration, email configuration, email schedule, DNS, alarm. You can set the alarm. So here for channel 1, so we have alarm for PIR and motion detection. And then we've got deterrent as well. So deterrent settings. On the next, we move on to device. So here for device settings, you can go in here and perform a format. So we can format the hard disk drive. So clicking on that and entering in the password will allow you to format the hard disk drive. You can also click on system to set the date and time, set the user password, view the device information, record information, and network state, whether you are active or inactive, or if you have Wi-Fi or not. So you can see here we have DHCP enabled, we have the IP address, so it is successfully connected to the internet. We got also advanced settings. So here in advanced settings, you can update, you can perform a reset. To reset the device, you want to load the default settings. At the top here, we've got events, auto upgrade, and remote support. And then finally, we got the shutdown option, so you can reboot, lockout, or shut down the device. Okay, so that is in a nutshell how you can connect your device. Once you're finished, you can just close it to go back to your camera. Now at the moment, you can see on my monitor here, it shows 8 channels. I only have 1 camera connected, so it's only showing 1 channel. So the more cameras you connect to your DVR box, the more it will show in here. You can double click on this box to make it larger. You can double click to make it smaller. You can change the view. So clicking on here will give you a different layout. So you've got 4 layout. You got the layout 9, and then you got more layout. You can choose a different layout settings. So here we've got different layout. You can choose that layout, this layout. We've got auto sequence, playback. Clicking on playback will allow you to play back the video. At the bottom here are the timeline. So we've got the timeline here. Click on here will allow you to replay your recording videos. And then you got other things, video clip, audio, manual capture, and so on. You can go through each of these settings and play around with your playback. Here at the top in your playback, you've got basics. You can search by event, by basics, quick shot, quick review, smart. There are a lot of different ways how you can filter out your videos. If we go to basic, we can search for videos based on PIR detection. So, and then you can choose which channels to show. You can choose 1 channel or multiple channels depending on how many cameras you are connecting to your DVR. The more cameras you connect, the more options will become available for you to choose. Then here you got a timeline, whether to show in 24 hours or set your timeline to show in 2 hours format. Okay, so that is the search functions. Clicking on here will allow you to search by the date. So you can choose the date to search for your video replay. So you can close on that. Clicking on here, again, will allow you to go to search. Click on search, will allow you to search for videos that has been recording. And that's it. So next, we'll look at the mobile device. Now to view your camera on your mobile device, whether it's an iPhone or an Android phone, all you have to do is go to the Play Store and download an app. So here I go to App Store and you want to search for an app called Home Safe View. So tap on that and this will allow you to download the Swann Security Camera, the app. So okay, so I have already downloaded, so I can tap on open. Here, once you have opened, you can connect to your device. Now because my phone and my DVR connecting to the same Wi-Fi network, so it automatically detects the network details. You can also tap on the scan QR code down here. So if for some reason this information is not appearing on your phone, you can go down and tap on scan QR code and then tap on allow, and then you can use the camera to scan for the QR code on the box here to search for the device information. So here on the phone we have the device information, the port number, the username. Just put in the password and then click on save. This will allow you to add the device to your app. Okay, once you are authenticated, it should show connected. In here we can tap on the play button to view the camera. Okay, so it has some information down here. Just tap on OK. And that's it. Now the camera is on the device. You can tap on it to view the camera on your iPhone. So here you can see it shows on my iPhone. And tapping on the menu here will allow you to configure. So we've got remote settings. Remote settings on the iPhone here is basically what it does. It allows you to set the settings on your DVR box. So here you can do live, change date and time, hard disk drive, motion, set motions, and so on. There are many settings to go through. And if we go back here, you can set a configuration for the app itself. So these settings is basically for the app, not the DVR. It's just to basically set the password for the app and prevent automatic lock screen. Launch settings. You can set the video aspect ratio for the app on the phone here. And then you got file list, device list, and set notifications for the app. So that's it. So once it is on, you can also control the lighting here. So I'll just tap on OK. And on the app, I can turn on the light. So tapping on the light control here should be able to allow me to turn on the light. You can see here, I can turn on the light by tapping on this button. Okay, so this is on the iPhone. If you have an Android phone, it will basically be the same as well. So that's it. Hopefully this will give you an idea of how to set up your Swann DVR security camera for 4580. If you have any issues, please leave a comment and I will try to help you out. Thank you for watching this video.